is a bloom, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town.
Hi there, my name is Monty Dobson and I am the owner of Rapid Lawn Hydroseeding out of White City, Saskatchewan. We have been initiated by LDM Foods out of Yorkton, Saskatchewan to partake in an erosion control and vegetation establishment project at their new canola crush facility here. They've got a lot of issues going on when it comes to getting the grass growing because of the heavy slopes and rilling that's occurring on a lot of the ditches and holding pond and other areas of the we're going to use a product called Vertial Biotic Earth Black in conjunction with tackifier fertilizer and a grass seed blend that will hold the embankments and the slopes and the channels and just create a nice green solution versus riprap, which is the other solution in this case. We're also going to use a erosion control blanket, an S32 erosion control blanket, applied after the hydroseeding of the Biotic Earth Black product. And what that will do is really hold the product in place, hold the grass seed. We're seeding here in October, and what we want is for everything that's applied to stay in place, and the erosion control blanket will offer that protection over winter, and the grass will establish come spring of next year. I'm just gonna pan out and show you some of the problems they're having on the site here with regards to rilling on the side slopes and ditches. Here is a picture of one of the ditches that we will be doing, and I'll zoom in a little closer where you can see the excess rilling that's occurring and the poor grass establishment with one application of regular mulch. In order to accurately assess what we're going to be needing in this situation, I have chosen to take some soil tests just to ensure that the medium that we're going to be seeding on is capable of growing and establishing grass even after the Vertial Biotic Black treatment. So what I'm doing here today is taking a 12-inch core sample with my hand soil sampler. Our core sample, if you can see that there. And as you can see, the substrate is very sandy based. There's a little bit of clay involved, but it's got very little organic matter, very little black soil. Here's an example of the heavy rilling that's occurring on the side of the road. This is on the south ditch. As we pan along here, you can see the channels, and what happens is the water, every time it rains and melts and thaws, the water will just continue to run down those channels and continue to erode away. So what we're going to do first of all is come in with a skid steer and smooth these rills out so that the water cannot collect or channel down any of these areas. Then we'll come in with the hydroseeding process, followed by an erosion control blanket solution that will cover this up and ensure it doesn't move any further. Here's an example of one of the ditches that we're going to be doing. This is south of the plant, down the side road ditch. And as you can see in areas, there is some water flow in the channel below. There's also some fairly heavily rilled, and also you can see on the other side slope there's some fairly heavily eroded. On the other side of the ditch you can see the side hill has basically been scraped back to the native subsoil. Very low in organic matter, rather clay, sandy subsoil substrate, and with the Biotic Earth Max solution we will be increasing the organic matter of the soil, which will allow areas that are low in organic matter to establish vegetation more easily. It's also going to prevent further erosion and rilling that we're seeing in these areas. I've also taken soil samples across the whole site, and we will be sending those in for analysis to get the NPK and S requirements, as well as the pH and cation exchange capacity.